No thunder announced "it," and no fire fell from the sky. It happened quietly, and that is what made it terrifying. Jerusalem was still young in its faith. The followers of Jesus met daily, breaking bread, praying, selling what they owned so no one would suffer in need. Fear of God rested heavily among them, but so did hope. Miracles were common. Joy filled the streets. Then there was Ananias. He was respected, smiled easily, gave generously, or so it seemed, when he sold his land. Everyone expected celebration, another sacrifice for God, another act of faith. But Ananias paused. In secret, in silence, he held back part of the money and hid it away. No one knew, no one saw, except God. When Ananias walked into the gathering, the room felt normal, calm, safe. He placed the money at the apostles' feet, his heart steady, his lie rehearsed. He believed the danger had passed. Then Peter looked at him, not with anger, not with suspicion, but with sorrow. "Why?" Peter asked quietly, "Has Satan filled your heart to lie to the Holy Spirit?" The room went cold. Ananias felt it before he understood it. The air pressed against his chest. His breath shortened. Peter continued, each word heavier than the last. "You did not lie to men, but to God." There was no chance to explain. No altar call. No warning. Ananias collapsed, lifeless. No scream followed. Only silence. Thick, choking silence. The kind that tells you something eternal has just happened. Young men carried his body out. The prayers did not follow. No tears yet. Only fear. 3 hours passed. His wife, Sapphira, arrived unaware. She smiled, confident, still protected by the lie they had agreed upon together. She repeated it easily when Peter asked. The same story. The same deception. Peter's voice broke. "How could you agree to test the Spirit of the Lord?" Her face drained of color. The words had barely left his mouth when the judgment fell. She dropped beside her husband's place. Dead. No lightning and no spectacle. Just truth meeting deception and winning. The church trembled, not because death came, but because it came without warning. Because God showed them something terrifying and undeniable. He was not impressed by appearances. He was not fooled by religion. And he would not be mocked. That day, everyone learned a truth you like to hear. God's grace is vast, but his holiness is absolute. And sometimes, the most frightening judgment is not fire from heaven, but silence, followed by sudden finality. Fear seized the entire church. And anyone who heard the story never forgot it. Because the scariest part was not that Ananias and Sapphira died. It was this realization. They stood in God's presence and thought a lie would survive there. It didn't.